What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and the KVKs have been announced, and the Diplo is done. It didn't take 24 hours like last time. It was actually really quick. I think it took like 10-15 minutes. I wonder what they talked about. But anyways, so in the KVK, we have BDO, NF57, and Luno versus TFS, WB, and ROG, guys. We're definitely gonna go into the numbers today, how many T5s each kingdom has, the power, all kinds of stuff that we're gonna go into. Big shout out to Felgen that shared this data with me. I mean, without him this wouldn't be possible. So we're gonna go in there, check out who are the top killers in this KVK, ones to watch, all that good stuff. Okay, if you're interested in getting this data, our guy Fellingen's gonna have it, and he is playing with the Care Bears. He's gonna watch this and die laughing when I say that. But yeah, he's over with the Care Bears. If you're wondering, yeah, you can just type in Fellingen and message him. But anyways, going into this here now. So here we go. We're gonna deselect. 1 second. 1 second. I'm still learning how to. Here we go. Okay, so right now we have all of them selected. So when you see here, we have individual merit AP. So what is that? Individual merit AP is your merits weighed to your power ratio, essentially. So we'll go for the top 20 here real quick. Can we zoom in here a little bit? Yes, we can. Make it look a little prettier for you guys. Fluffy Waffles at 58.95. As you guys know, he got 111 merits last season with a total power of 188. And then number 4, 151 million power, 82 million merits. A Mandalorian, also from Luno, 124, 58 million merits. Love in the Mist, a BDO, 132 million power, 60 million merits. We got Mario's Room. He is a new recruit, a cavalry type player. 99 million power, 44 million merits, man. This guy absolutely fried people. We got Zed, 146 million power, 64 million merits. Bramble, 93 million power, 40 million merits. Venden, 42 for the AP. So 129 million power, 54 million merits. Tavi, big shout out Tavi, 140 million power, 58 million merits. All right, we got some of these guys here. We got the all-time kills over here. All right. Excuse me. We got the all-time kills down here. You can see here. I'll scroll down to like the top, like I think it's 20. Anyways, we got Optimus Prime down here at 2 billion kills. I believe this is Sam. Oh no, it's someone else. It's not Sam. So he's at 1.7 billion kills. SP 1.69 million kills, pretty much almost 1.7. Raindrops 1.6 billion kills. Fluffy Waffles 1.6 billion kills. Smokestack 1.6 billion kills. Eliga 1.6 billion kills. Smiles 1.5, Emperor 1.5, Jason G 1.4 billion, Does 1.4, Daka 1.4, Vendevin 1.4, Moosin 1.4, Beastie 1.4 billion, Mosper 1.3, and I made it up here with all these Krakens. 1.3 billion kills, Stolen 1.3, Prince J 1.3, Low Rice Boy 1.3, Nam Hunter 1.3, Hoodlum 1.3, Shutdown 1.2, and the list goes on and on and on and on. As you can see, there's only a few players that are in that 1 billion kill gang. You feel me? Anyways, let's go ahead and go into the power here. So we got BDO. Okay, we got BDO up here. They're chilling at 21.6 billion power. I believe this data was pulled today, right before the matchmaking, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, 21.6 billion power, 172 T5s. So they have no T4s. You can see there 172, 172. So they're all T5. So NF57 has 3 T4s in their lineup. They're sitting at 21.4 billion power. And then Luno at 20.7 billion power, also 150 out of 150. Next, we got the TFS group. We got us TFS at 18.9 billion power, 142 T5s. We got ROG, they're mixed there. You see that 18 bill and then right underneath 15.2. So they're totaling out to like, what is that? Oh God, guns math, like 23 billion power, 22 billion power roughly. They got all T5s as well, 170 T5. So NF57 has the most there, but we go. So you can see down here we got the T5 count by power. Okay, so there's 341 players that are over 125 million power, 168 that are over 168 million power. All right, so we can click each individual one as well. So let's go ahead and deselect all. We have, who's this over here? This is ROG. So they got 35 over 125. 249. Who's 249? Sorry, guys, I forget. Is this WB? Yeah, this is WB. They have 54 over 125 million power. 31 over 150. Then there's us. We got 69 over 125. Oh, they have oh, there's the 200s too. These guys just don't have any 200s. Or maybe they're just not healed yet. I don't know. 169 over 125, 40 over 150. We have 11 players over 200 million power. Server 41. Interesting. Doesn't show their 200 million. But anyways, 74 over 125, 27 over 150. I believe that's BDO. And then we got Luno, 75 or 74 over 125. Maybe they're just, I don't know. We got 14 over 200 million for Noir there, NF57, 35 over 125, and they have a lot that are, you can see kind of like the ratio here of how strong they are. So NF57, when we select all of them, NF57 is up there in power for this group. However, they have the most players that are at the 75 range. So you can see here. So yeah, 75 mil plus. Oh, sorry, that's like their total players. That's my bad. Yeah, so that's kind of like the breakdown there. As far as, I mean, you guys can see here, I mean, as far as the breakdown goes, like it's going pretty, it looks pretty good. It's really gonna come down to how well everyone is doing. If you guys see over here, we got the Alliance Merit AP, which, like I said, so this is the power to merit ratio for each alliance. So BDO sitting at that 18.24. Those guys are juiced because they had that 2v4, so they had a bunch of fighting. They had a crazy KVK over there. We got server 249 at 16.2, Luno 15.34. They also took on a pretty tough KVK, being outnumbered, and then us at 13.46. We weren't outnumbered. So then we got NF57 at 13.42, and then ROG sitting at the lowest AP at 7.44. I believe that the only fighting they had was in Final Zone, and as we know, that only lasted like 36 hours. So it's definitely not a proper evaluation of their alliance. But you can see here, though, like, everyone's pretty damn active. ROG, they're known to be very active. So I'm very excited to kind of see the way the KVK is going to end up coming out. So let's go ahead and stay here. Sorry, I had to boot up here. Let's go ahead and bring that screen back up while we boot that up. So, yeah, you can kind of see the breakdown here of the total merits for each alliance. So sorry about that, guys. 1 second. Let's let this boot up. Loading in. That way I can show you guys. The map a little bit. Whoa, damn, weekly deals. Smack me right in the mouth. All right, here we go. So you can see here, BDO last season had 4.17 billion merits, which is absolutely insane. NF57 at 3 billion merits. Luno at 3.3 billion merits. WB 3.4 billion merits. Us at 2.7 billion merits. We definitely have more people now that compared to last time. ROG at 170. You can just see there, just the number wise, like they really didn't have that much fighting compared to us. But even then, they still had their 1.8 billion. It's a decent amount of freaking merits for not really fighting, and that literally damn near the entire KVK. Excuse me. You can see the total deaths there. BDO's leading the pack with 361 million deaths, and that's what like they had like 3 or 4 billion power leave their kingdom, and they're still at 361 million deaths. Right behind them is WB at 298 million deaths. Then us at 244 there, and then who else we got? ROG at 101. So you can see ROG hasn't really been tested death wise. So I mean that's definitely going to change this season as well. Also with NF57, I mean they're kind of up there. They're kind of toe to toe there with Luno as well. For TFS, for being as small as we are, we're up there with deaths, man. I mean Jason alone is like what, 30 million of that. So I mean he takes a big boost to that. But yeah, I mean I'm sure that you guys like all these numbers. Like let me show you guys the map here of how the breakdown kind of looks here. Go ahead and collect that. We got the matchmaking here. You can see here we're down here 40. We got WB on our left and BDO on our right. So our very first zone, TFS is fighting BDO, guys. Oh, Louisa. That's going to be insane, bro. Listen, I know that is not going to be easy. The odds are all against us, but I operate very well during pressure. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that I'm going to give it my all. Whether we win or lose, I'm just going to give it my all, bro. And that's ultimately the best thing that any player can do in this situation. You can see going into the next zone, we're going to be sharing that with WB. I believe that BDO is going to have a chance for invasion there. So I mean, we'll kind of see how it breaks down ultimately of who, maybe someone gets trapped out, maybe someone doesn't. It's going to be an exciting KVK. It's almost guaranteed fights for a while there. I kind of wish that it was kind of like the bracket system. I feel like I think what was it, Dragonfall KVK, I think had my favorite setup. So like every time a pass opened, you were guaranteed fights. That's what I love during the Dragonfall season. So that was really cool. You kind of spawn in with your camp already and you're fighting against all the other camps. So that was pretty interesting to see there. So also big shout out to all the love that you guys give to the new recruit video. So that was really cool. Also, we will be trying to do one like this for the Echo KVK. Their KVK looks insane as well. I mean, our KVK is pretty solid too, don't get me wrong. I know most of the spotlight will be over on the BTX Echo server. I'll be trying to cover that as much as I can. Obviously, it all really just depends on what's going on in this KVKs and whatnot. So, but yeah, I'm excited to work with WB again. One of the things to note, I feel like BDO and NF57 are pretty NA heavy. NF57 have some Euros. Luno's pretty NA heavy as well. So it's like we do have WB that do have that Asian time zone. So whenever we're fighting in final zone, it will be very nice for the skeleton crew that's up late at night while everyone else takes a little rest, a little breaky poo. We're going to have WB there. So I'm excited to see. WB was pretty successful with their recruiting. Okay, I mean, even though we had like 2 or 3 other players that came over here, big shout out to them. Maybe they just changed because of the time zone differences, but I'm excited. I know a lot of people are saying Chisco versus Guns. Like, oh, here we go. Let the propaganda roll. It's all love for me for Chisco, man. He's the senpai for all the content creators, man. So I mean, I'm always excited to go up against Chiz and his crew. But anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely like covering. I know I'm not a big numbers guy, but whenever our guy Felligan hooks us up with the data sheet and it looks all nice and fancy and easy to read for you guys, I love to share that stuff with you guys. You know, especially all the kills, especially when I'm in one of the top 17 overall killers in the KVK. So that's pretty cool. Let me see here. Did my guy SP send me this? I don't know if he ended up sending it to me. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Oh no. He didn't end up sending it to me. But anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This KVK is going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait, man. I've been just bored out of my mind during Home Kingdom. So, but anyways, upcoming stuff for the channel, guys. Tomorrow, I think 19 UTC, we have Supreme Statue. And then after that, at 0500 UTC, we got Pass 4 opening. We have a pretty crazy defense to try to break. I don't know how well we're going to do trying to break that, but we're obviously going to do our best over there in YSS. So while we wait for this KVK to kick off, the YSS one is going to be popping off. So it's perfect timing for me. Anyways, guys, I appreciate your guys' support. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys hit that sub button. Definitely helps us out a ton, ski, as we continue our road to partner, guys. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this coverage. It's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all. Big shout out once again to Felligan for the data. Peace.